Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss a poem written by Mamang, a very important Indian poet who was born in Arunachal Pradesh. Now her poem Small Towns and the River is very important. It's a very natural poem. This poem was published in 2004. Small Towns and the River by Mamang. Mamang is an Indian poet and she is also a novelist and journalist. She is from Itanagar, the capital of Arunachal Pradesh. She was conferred the Sahitya Academy Award in 2017 for her novel The Black Hill. She is a poet of nature, just like William Wordsworth and Robert Frost. And in her poems, she has depicted the beautiful natural habitat of Arunachal Pradesh. She has also depicted the traditions, the culture, and the heritage of Arunachal Pradesh in the collection of her poem called River Poetry, which was published in 2004. She has contrasted in this particular poem the temporal nature of human life with the immortal nature of a river, which is part of nature. Small Towns and the River, which was published in 2004. Small towns always remind me of death. Now, she is a poet from a small town, and in small towns, people knew one another. So, if somebody dies, the news of someone's death very easily gets circulated among people who are residing there. So, she says that from her childhood, she was intimated with the news of death many a times. My hometown lies calmly amid the tree. Means she is from a place which is surrounded by nature and natural habitat. She is a child of nature. It is always the same in summer or winter. The poet says that not much changed during summer or winter in her hometown, which is at the center of nature. Means she is in her hometown is in fact in the lap of nature, with the dust flying or the wind howling down the gorge. So she has experienced the beauteous form of nature right from her childhood. And she has also come across on and off about the death of people who resides in her neighborhood. Just the other day someone died. In the dreadful silence we wept. Now this is a natural phenomena. People, when somebody dies, by weeping, by crying, we just uh, convey our obituary. Looking at the sad wreath of tuberoses, life and death, only the rituals are permanent. Now the author says, the poet says, that the plight of human life is that it is temporal, it is short-lived. If somebody has taken birth as a human being, one day he has to depart from this world. Now this is the destiny of human life. What is permanent is the rituals, the traditions, and the nature. Tuberoses as a mark of obituary on the graveyard of people who died, leaving their near and dear one grieving. The river has a soul. In the summer, it cuts through the land like a torrent of grief. Author says that river, which is very central for survival for the people of Northeast. Now, this river, the author is narrating, is not dead. The river has a soul. So, in a way, the author is also finding a presence in the river, just like William Wordsworth. So she says, the river has a soul. In the summer, it cuts through the land like a torrent of grief. So river is in a way both a symbol of docile image as well as the image of power. A river is both life-giving and destructive for the poet. The poet further adds that river is a life-giving force that saves the land and its people. River flows through the landscape, carrying with it the memories and stories of people who have lived along its banks for generations. Sometimes I think it holds its breath, seeking a land of fish and stars. So author says that rivers are very much benign, beneficial for the people who are residing around her, because river is a source of fish, river is a source of beauty. In a way, river is life-giving, and river is permanent as well. River and town. The river has a soul, means river is very much alive. River is very much life-giving. It knows stretching past the town, from the first drop of rain to dry earth, the mist on the mountain tops. The river knows the immortality of water. Author says that the river knew that the immortal water resides in herself, in her bosom. Now it is the water which is the source of mist. It is the water which is the source of fish. So river is the life giver. River is something which provides life not only to fish but also to the people who resides around herself. A shrine of happy pictures marks the days of childhood. Now the author says, the poet says that she had beautiful memories of river during her childhood. Small towns grow with anxiety for future. Now, being an integral member from a small town, she candidly accepts that people who reside in small towns, they are confronted with anxiety about their future, because they have less opportunity and they have huge problems in front of them. The dead are placed pointing west. Now this is natural thing when people dies, because she is from northeast. Now in northeast, the rituals and there are traditions that when people dies, they are their head points towards the west. Why? Because they sincerely feels that there will be a resurrection, there will be a rebirth. So when the soul rises, it will walk into the golden east, into the house of sun. Now this is a popular and traditional belief of the people of northeast. This is what the author is trying to foreground. In a cool bamboo restored in sunlight, life matters like this. Now on the one hand, we have river, we have nature, which is permanent. There is no doubt about their permanence. Whereas on the other hand, people who are temporal, who dies. But since the belief somewhere is that they once again take birth, so the concept of rebirth is very much there in people of northeast. So in the hope that they will reborn, their head is pointed towards the western direction. So in a cool bamboo, now bamboo is a tree which is found in profusion in northeast. It is cool bamboo restored in sunlight. Life matters like this. Now since life matters, therefore even though human being dies, but with the hope that they will reborn once again, their head is pointed towards west direction. In small towns by the river, we all want to walk with the gods, because people sincerely believes in northeastern states that life, when people dies, their soul transcends to heaven. So the moment their soul will transcend to heaven, they hope to reside with God in heaven. Now, as far as this poem is concerned, this poem has vivid themes: mortality of human being, life versus death, eternity of nature, spirituality. So we have different themes in this poem. The theme of life versus death is integral to the poetic reflection on mortality. The river symbolically depicts nature and its permanence. The hope of the afterlife gives the poet peace of mind, because the people from the northeast, they sincerely believe that people who dies, their soul transcends to heaven, and there is every possibility that they will reborn. Now there are different literary devices which was used during the course of this poem. For instance, the poet personifies her hometown, dust, wind moving forward in dreadful silence. In sad wreath of tuberoses, the poet uses pathetic fallacy. There is a simile in the comparison between the river to a torrent of grief. In midst of the mountain tops, there is alliteration, M and M. There is epigram in life and death, only the rituals are permanent. So thank you very much. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you.